Okay, welcome back. It is December still here in our game of Ostriv. It's only week 1 of the cold, frigid months of December. So if we look at where we left off, we were not able to complete this house for that one family, so they went off into the wilderness there. And we had plans on making the smithy and also a farm. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that they're continuing with the house, get that built so a new citizen can move in with his family. So right now we're only at 21 residents, so a new family will put us up to at least 23. We probably have some unemployment running on. Nobody working at the forest, not quite sure why. Thatchery, got one person working there. All right, so we're gonna put it on fast forward so we can get this moving with the smithy. And then they're gonna build the well right here in the center of this neighborhood. And then we need to get started on the farm, so we can get some food growing. All right, so we're gonna put it. You know what? Let's level terrain. This could be a problem because I don't know if. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to build down there at all. So we're gonna have to rethink our town here, because if I don't want to run into a situation where I put the farm down and then I can't put fields down. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rotate this, right? So we want the road to come down this way into the farm. But the farm is going to create its own paths walking to and from the fields. Uneven terrain, so we'll scoot it up a little bit, right? And we'll put it, we're gonna have to put it here, but we can build fences, and fences will prevent people from creating their own paths. So if we do this, right to say here, that should eliminate people from cutting across and messing up our pathway. We want them to do this. So yeah, I did discover that you can put down fences to make people walk in certain directions. Let's see if it'll work this way. Let's put the same fence in. We're gonna start it, say, because we don't want them walking around here anymore. We want them coming up in one direction. So let's start here, right? Let's do that and see. I think that guy just walked right through the fence. Did he? Okay, there we go. Maybe his path was already determined by the computer prior to going that way. All right, so we're gonna have to block this area off here. So now they're gonna have to go. Now they're gonna choose to go this way instead of going around this way. Because they're like water. They're gonna find the fastest way to wherever they're headed. The path of least resistance, I guess you could call it. All right, so the smithy is done. So we have one employee working there now. We have no workers apparently here at the forestry, and I'm not sure why. Is anybody unemployed? Yeah, it's 56% of the people aren't employed. Can you get somebody here, please? Hello? Hello? Let's try this. Let's try that, and then this. We'll see if that works. Because I'm not sure why they're not working Maybe they can't work during the winter? No, it should say it if they can't. I don't know what's going on. All right, might be a first problem. We have a problem. All right, so these guys are cutting across here only to build this. So what we're going to do is once this is built, we're going to force people to come all the way along this way to get to where they're going, so that we can continue keep that pathwork created. All right. I've also discovered that it's best to do a lot of your building during the winter time, because during the winter time and you have fishing docks, you can't fish during the winter, so you're going to be unemploying a lot of people. So to keep them busy and active during the winter months, when they're not making income off of the fishing, they can at least make income doing building, doing construction work, or even as a laborer. All right, so that's there. The well is done. So now people are going to be using this well instead of walking all the way down to the original town center. See, there she goes, getting water for the family. How's your food? Food's not bad. That house is still vacant. We're still sitting at 21 people. And let's see, because if the house is vacant, it'll tell you why. So there's no market. Okay, well, we don't have anything to sell at the moment to attract new people. But once we get this farm built, right, and we get at least one field making or growing potatoes, we can sell the potatoes at the market. And once that market, then as soon as the house empties, a new person will come and fill that vacancy. So they're almost done with the farm. All right, so there we go. All right, we don't have to worry about panicking right now once fall or spring hits, and hire back all the people for the fishing boats, because we don't have any right now. But what we want to do is we want to first remember to hit prioritize gathering. That just seems to be what I'm most successful with. All right, so we click on the barn or the farm, click on the add a field. So we're going to put one, and whatever side you start on is the side the door will be on, but you can rotate it afterwards. So we're going to try to go, we're going to go big here. Go big or go home, right? All right, so we're going to, let's say there, and then bring it out even with the barn. All right, and we'll click on it, make sure we hit activate. All right, so what they'll do is they'll start plowing the field with laborers out there doing that, not the worker. I'm not even quite sure what the worker does, but the first thing it's going to do is it's going to plant wheat, but we wanted to change that. All right, we can't because we activated it. All right, so what we'll do is let's put another field right across the street from it. Now, just like houses, you can't be too close to the other one. And I forget what the max output was for that. So we're going to put it at 20. All right. So we'll click it. We'll make that potatoes. And you can see colors over here. All right. The larger the square, the more percent of that nutrients are in it. What those are, I have no idea. So I just look for the color. All right. So it's got 100% red, 60% green, and 30% blue. Now this is what using your fields to let the cows graze. The cows will help increase this percentage. Okay. Making it a better yield for that product that you're trying to grow. All right. All right. So the farm is in, and we have people cutting around through the back here. I'm not liking that. I don't know why they're going this way. Well, I guess this way is shorter than this way. I probably should have left a gap here to let them across. but I don't like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to block them off. We're going to put a fence here. We're going to connect it from here to, it looks straight, but it's probably not. All right, so that will prevent them from cutting across our field. See, she's going all the way around now, which is fine, because we can eventually put fields in here, and you know, maybe put our barn here and raise cattle, and then the cattle can help this. So actually I might put the cattle here so that they can just keep randomly using these fields between. So we'll do wheat and then a fallow, and then potato. And then this one we'll do potato, wheat, fallow. Okay, so this way we don't have two fields doing the same thing at the same time, right? We want them producing something. So at this rate, we have potatoes growing here, right? Then the next season, this will become a fallow field, and this will be a wheat field. Then this will become a potato field. This would then become a fallow, and then it will cycle back around to becoming a potato field again. All right, so when this field becomes a potato again, this field will be a wheat field again. So we're going to kind of rotate that out, and we'll see how that works. Now, I cannot get cattle until I put in a trading post. But that, I think, is costly. No, it's not too bad, but we can put the trading post. Let's see. We can put the trading post right here smack dab in the center. Let's do that. Let's put the trading post there, right? So then we'll be able to get cattle. So we'll put, the next thing will be the cow shed, and we'll put that, we want to parallel with this thing here. So let's go ahead and drop that in, bam, right there. All right, so we're going to get the trading post first. We'll hire a manager. We'll send them out to get cattle from another town. They'll bring the cattle back, and by then, our cow shed should be ready, and we should have enough money to purchase a cow. Understand? You follow? You picking up what I'm putting down? I hope so. I hope so. All right, you need a manager. The manager will take care of the rotation of the fields. Without that, you're pretty much just left with its own desires, whatever it wants to do. What is this? What is that? Rocks? Can you build on it? Yep. And I'm assuming the rocks will stay there too. Pretty cool. All right, so we have two tents that are still remaining ugly looking in the center of our town here. That's because we need to build a city hall for the camp center, and we need to build a warehouse of type for this stuff here. So we can probably build one and only have it store iron and nails at this point. So let's open up the warehouse. Right, let's get that rolling. Let's put it parallel with the forestry. Bam. All right, so now that'll be built. Then we'll be able to store this stuff, and once that's built, this will go away. Actually, it doesn't go away on its own. We have to actually tell the warehouse what to store in it and how many. And unfortunately, at this point, you have to tell it how many by one click at a time. And each click is one. So if you need 100 of them to be stored in there, yeah, you guessed it, you got to click it 100 times. So you'll see how slow an old man clicks. All right, so It looks like this path is keeping this one down. See, this one's growing back. This will eventually go away, this little blurb here, unless that's used for when... No, it should go away because this side's not used on a well, just this side. All right, and we could probably get rid of the campfire. We don't need that because people have their own homes now. I don't like benches around too much because they get lazy and just sit on it. And when they're supposed to be at work. All right, trading post is coming along. And Jackson's out there barking at something. Don't know what. But he is. All right, this one's still vacant because there's still no market available. But we're getting there. We'll have one soon enough. I want to see how long we can go without having fish. Because they don't really care about whether they get fish or not. They pretty much just live off of potatoes and flour. Flour. Forgot. Yep. Gonna need a windmill. Windmill. There you go. And we'll put that... let's put the windmill here. And we need hay racks. Hay dryers. And I don't know why they require so much space. But they do. So we're going to give it some room. Because we're going to need hay for the cattle when we get them in. Alright, so our potatoes are growing. I don't know what the extra stuff here is. Weeds, I guess. And there's our wheat. Growing right along. So I want to see what our yield is from each. And they'll store it here in the barn. Until we get a granary set up. Which we will have to do eventually. Where's the granary? And there it is. How big is she? Yeah, it's pretty big. I know, that's what she said, but whatever. We're not going to go there. All right, it's uneven terrain, so I can't even put it there. I can put it here. Can I squeeze it back in here? I can. I can squeeze the granary in there. I can't do it this way. I mean, I probably could if I move the fence. No, I can't because it's uneven terrain. I could put it back to back here. I could do that. Wonder if I could even put it out further. Like that. So maybe I can still squeeze in. What are they called? Hay storage. But then, or should I put it over here? Back it up to the house so that everything is right there. It does sound like a plan. Yeah, I don't like how non-straight that is. All right, but we'll do it anyway. All right, so what was built? What was finished? The windmill. Windmill was finished, but we don't need any worker in there just yet because they haven't even harvested all of this yet. All right, so that's our wheat. And our market is done, so we'll go ahead and do that. They have not even started on our cow shed yet, which is not cool. So how much wheat are we getting? It's 5. I forget what it said our yield was in the beginning. I'm thinking if they don't have my cow shed built, there's no sense having these on fallow. I should just have it be wheat again for the time being until You know what? Let's, no. I can't. Let's do potato, wheat, and we'll switch that around. So now we'll have wheat and potato again. All right. So right now, here's where the cattle would use this as the follow field. If we had it set up, which we don't. So, yeah. There's that. All right. So we have the cow shed first. And then we have, what did we have second? What was it? The warehouse over here is second, and then the granary is third. All right, the cow shed's going up. Now we can't order the cattle until this is up and we've hired somebody to work there, because the traders actually bring the cattle right to the barn. They don't bring it to the town center. All right, let's see. All right, still moving along. So our fences are working. It's creating our structure, keeping our land looking clean. Still no market. We have potatoes. So guess what we can do now? Yep. We can put in, let's put a fence along here. Oh, let's demolish that. All right, so the fence is in there. Hopefully that little gap there, they...
Hi, sucker.
Okay. That answers that question. They can just walk right through it. How did he get there, though? His path must have been just... No, he went this way and then that way. So maybe we have to... Let's do this. Let's build the fence to here. And come around the backyard. Up to here. Oh. One more. One more boop. And then up to... here, and then why did you, dude, what are you doing? What kind of path was that? What's he doing? Why doesn't he go out this way? Oh, there's no exit. Yeah, there is right there. You can come in this way, but you can't go out that way. All right, let's try this then. Let's demolish that. Hopefully this doesn't defeat the purpose here. So we'll click it here. And then we can't even connect it there. Let's see. Place is occupied. Well, I'm trying to connect the fence here and not leave an opening. Come on, stupid. How far away? How far away do I have to be? I'm all the way over here. Oh, that place is occupied. That's stupid. So stupid. Because now... Oh. Alright, let's try this then. There. How's that? How do you like them apples now, mister? Aha! Wait, but that didn't even help my plan here. I'm just making him walk farther. Because he still can't go this way. Alright, let's just take this out. Let's let it do what it wants to do. I don't think this cost us any money to do, so I'm not really worried in that aspect. Alright. Alright, what are you waiting on? Nothing. You got that going. You got that going at the same time. Haven't even touched the warehouse yet, so I don't know why this took precedence over the warehouse. But it did. For whatever reason. Alright. So let's see. We've got the farm made. We are currently in off season because it's October. So they're not doing anything in the farm. could save money and terminate this guy, but I'm not going to. I'm not gonna. I wish they would hurry up on this. So let's see if we can. Let's see if we can pause the granary and pause this. Force everybody to finish this so that we can get cattle in. Because I want to get cattle now while we have the money, because they're kind of expensive. So we're going to work on that right now. So far, pardon me. So far, nobody has come over to continue working on this cow shed. I'm not sure why. It's not that it's not accessible, because it is. All right, now somebody's assigned to do some work. And if we look at the lines up here, that's like your graph telling you their progression. So far, see how it's dark black and then this is gray? It still needs wood, but it's not on that wood stage yet. It had to finish the clay. So the clay is done. Now we're up to this stage right here. So now they got to go back to doing wood and nail work. Then they're going to drop down here to just regular work. Not quite sure what that is. Then they're going to go back to wood and nails, back to work, back to wood and nails, back to work. Then they're going to drop down here to thatch to put the roof on, and then we'll be done. So that's where we're at. That's what we're waiting on. Oh, pa-ting. Ping. How much thatch do we have? 20 thatch. How much logs and firewood? We have 188 wood and 199 firewood. Smithy, we have 1,000 nails plus whatever we had here, which is gone. And as you can see, we're depleting our iron. And that was 10. 10 iron. We've gone through a lot. Well, we've made some pretty big structures that required a lot of nails. So that's understandable. All right, so we have hay drying here and hay drying here. I was kind of scared they wouldn't be able to access this field, but they can. And I'm hoping that this goes away. It may not. It might be from the workers. But it may not actually go away. But they need to get over here and hurry this up. Looking for laborers. We had people leave. Why? No market. Duh. We forgot a market. Excuse me. I think that's what I even came over here to do in the first place. But I got sidetracked. All right, so let's put a market. You know what? Let's put it here. And we'll see for the time being the path that gets worn to it. All right, so the market gets built instantly. We hire a worker, and then we start putting in what we're trying to sell. So we're going to sell potatoes. Potatoes only. That's all we have. That's all we have. Just some potatoes. Whoa. Fingers on the right keys. All right, potatoes, we have 11.3. So that's somebody's gonna come from here, go down here and grab potatoes. And there she is right there. Now the markets, you can hire options. So we're not gonna hire men. We're not gonna hire laborers as men. We're only gonna use the women. We gotta put them to work. Because a lot of the women are unemployed. All right, and as you can see, we're back up to 28, which means all the houses are now occupied, which is now increasing our rent collection. Cowshed has more workers on it. Good. So I think at the moment, we're just going to wait till this shed is open and ready to go. So we'll unpause this and we'll unpause this, right? And in the next episode, we're going to go to the market and get us some cattle. All right? So it's almost done. Just a couple more units of thatch and she's built. Come on. Let's end this. Let's do this. People got things to do. I've already been doing this video for about a half an hour now. And I really don't feel like we got a whole lot accomplished. Although we did. We got some food for our villagers. We've got a market stall. He's going to start making some income for us, and we'll take a look at that in the next episode, how much we've made in the month of December. And we'll start to see an income, although slow. And maybe we'll get into the finances once we take a look at that. I think we will talk about the finances in the next episode. So come on, people. You don't have much to do. All right. Well, I'm not going to bore you. We pretty much took it a whole year. I am going to leave it off here, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Oh, there it is. Thank you very much, people. Let's pause the game. Bam. All right. See you in the next episode. All right. Peace.